Hi, good evening, everyone. If you're going to tune in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good evening. If you're watching the replay, welcome to the replay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, I was supposed to come on yesterday, but I wasn't able to. I do have one dream picked out so far. So I'm gonna just get into it. I already prayed off offline. If you don't see me pray up here, I just wanted to mention that if you don't ever see me pray when I'm up here, that means that I prayed prior to coming up here. I normally always pray. I normally will pray right before I get on, right before I'll click on the YouTube button. But yeah, let me get into it. Let me stop rambling. And if anyone comes on and you have any questions that you would like to ask or that you would like answered, make sure that you leave them in the comment section, okay? All right. First, the dream that I have picked out, it says, I was at my former house and it was a small fence around the front yard. And the house, um, it was a, okay, let me start over. I was at my former house and it was a small fence around the front yard. Okay, so this person was at their house that they lived, their previous house, a house that they lived in before or lived at before. And they mentioned that the house is small. Okay. Also, one of my mom's friends was sitting in one of the chairs on the front lawn. Okay. My mother was there too, talking to her, but I can't really see her. So one of her mom's friend was sitting on the chair in the front lawn, and her mom was there too, but she can't really see her mom. But she could just know that it was her mom that was there. I could hear raccoons underneath the grass, like I could hear raccoons underneath the grass, like they were moving around. I was dancing and doing TikTok videos with my little sister's friends and my cousin. My sister started playing on top of someone's car. I My sister started playing on top of someone's car. I seen the neighbor watching my sister play on it. I kept telling her to stop, but she wouldn't. She didn't notice that the neighbor was watching her and that my new car that I have now was right behind the car. So the car that the younger sister was playing on, the dreamer's car was parked right behind that car. So let me just say that if this car would have gotten wrecked or ruined from the sister playing on the car, it would have affected her car, the dreamer's car, as well. All right. In my neighborhood yard on the other side of my house in the field, there were balloons. Um, okay, in my neighborhood yard on the other side of my house in the field, there were balloons like for a baby shower. And then there was a white wedding arch with pink flowers and green leaves. I believe the baby shower balloons were purple, blue, and pink, maybe turquoise. I did rephrase certain things just so it could be easier for me to understand when I read it after I read the email. There was also a white runner going down to the arch. So this person, the dreamer, they are in their past house, their past neighborhood. So it has something to do with their past. Houses normally represents our lives and our lifestyles. Um, and this was based in the past. Well, this is a past house, so it's something that you have to deal with. That you have to deal with that has something to do with your past. Like normally, if you dream about your past, it's something that you haven't fully tackled, you haven't fully dealt with, you haven't fully got delivered from. Something of the sort that basically something that you need to deal with or confront about your past. Um, okay, so you were dancing and doing TikTok videos. So I'm pretty sure I believe that the TikTok videos were in there because that's something that you actually like in real life. You make like TikTok in real life, so you were doing some things that you might enjoy. So that's just I mean, that's common in dreams, I should say. But the thing that really stuck out for me, what I feel is something that we should pay attention to in this dream is, you saw your sister playing on the car. And a neighbor saw your sister playing in the car too, and you saw that the neighbor saw your sister playing on this random car. Out. It didn't say that it was the neighbor's car. I don't believe, but the neighbor saw your sister playing on a car, playing on top of a car, and you try to warn her. You try to let her know to not play on this card, right? You told her like, hey, don't play, however you said it in the dream, but basically you try to forewarn her to not play on this card. You noticed the neighbor, but your sister did not notice the neighbor, so she may have been feeling, I don't know how old your sister is, but she may have felt like she was getting away with something, like she was just doing something and nobody's not seeing her, or people that aren't of a certain authority aren't seeing her. Because if she saw you, maybe she, oh, that's my sister, it's all right. Or maybe she didn't see either one of you guys. I'm not sure, but I do know that you mentioned that she didn't see the neighbor watching her. So you try to tell her like, hey, stop it, you're on this person's car, and also someone else sees you on this car. So your sister could have gotten into big trouble because she's doing something that she shouldn't be doing, and it has something to do with someone else's stuff, else's property. So your sister, I'm not sure who your sister might represent in real life. Definitely pray about it. It could be your actual real sister that playing she's doing something in real life that she can face consequences with. Anything could happen to her from doing this. And say she wrecks this, in the dream it was a car, so say she wrecked the car, just basically bad things can happen to her for doing something that she has no business doing, especially when it comes to someone else's um, property. And I just heard Russian roulette. I'm not sure. Pray about it. She's playing Russian roulette by doing something like this, and also you can be affected by this because your car was parked right. You mentioned that your car was parked right behind this car. So say something could she wrecked the car and then it bumped into your car. Now your car is not messed up, so you can be messed up too from um, your sister doing this. But it's the thing that makes it good, even though she wasn't listening, at least at first, is that you warned her, you did something about it, you didn't just look and let her do whatever, or you spoke up about it. And that's what we should do when we see people doing something wrong. We need to speak up. So you spoke up, so you did your part. You did your part, and it was up to your sister to respond in a positive way and listen. So yeah, you did your part. So, and you also notice, so there's going to be celebrations. I'm going to end it. I'm going to end this and open it up to the comment to the viewers. But I do know that you mentioned um, you saw a house in you said a house in the field. There were balloons for like that appeared to be for a baby shower. It looked like it was for a baby shower. And you also saw uh, an arch that they have at weddings with flowers and green leaves. So this is going to be a celebration. Um, I definitely read in the Bible where it talks about they mentioned the wedding in the Bible. They mentioned celebration. So it's going to be some sort of celebration in some kind of way coming soon. So definitely pray about it. Our dreams are all different, and it could be actual literal weddings that you are going to see happen. And also, it could also be symbolic of just different celebrations. It depends. So I would just say to pray to God to give you further confirmation. And also, baby shower, that means that you're preparing for the arrival of a baby. And we know spiritually, outside of, you know, an actual baby, because sometimes you could dream literal too. If you dream symbolically, we know that babies can often represent ministry, business, something of that sort, something that God's entrusting you with. So it can also represent that God's preparing you or preparing someone um, to give birth to something. So hopefully that was able to help you out. Like I mentioned before, definitely confirm. Definitely pray to God for confirmation so that He can confirm everything to you. Um, yeah. So now I'm going to open it up. Open up the, or I can't remember the word I was going to use, but I'm going to basically open it up for anyone that's watching. If you have any questions that you would like to ask, now you can. I'll wait for a few seconds. If no one has any questions or comments, then I'm going to head off. Does anyone have any questions or comments that they would like to make in regards to dreams? Okay, so it's really quiet on this live stream. So I'm going to just end it here. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you all to all the people that are going to, or that are watching the replay when you watch this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in another video. I normally go live once a month to discuss dream interpretation biblically, Bible based, and also prophetically. If God has me to speak a word, or God speaks to me specifically about something in a dream, then that's what I'll do. And I normally do that once a month. So yeah, I'll see you guys. If I'm not led to go live before then I'll see you guys next month on another live stream. And also in another video. I do post videos weekly. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Have a good night or a good evening.